Alright guys, welcome back from the break. Before the break, you guys saw How Can I Stay? Lovely music video. Junaid, what did you think about it?
I thought the music बहुत खूबसूरत थी, very beautiful.
Shot very nicely as well.
And I like the whole autumn and the leaves feel to it, you know?
And your voice has a very, I don't know, a jazz element to it. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, you're not. Actually, I've been told with my acoustic stuff, probably going to experiment a little bit and see what I can bring out from that. Yeah.
How long did it take to shoot that music video?
It took us 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was 12, I think 16 hours in total.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Lina's right. Your voice has a very vocal jazz type of feel to it.
I was like, maybe I'm going crazy, but I see like a certain jazz element to it. Now, for anybody watching the show that doesn't know, you actually write some of your own songs as well.
Songwriter.
Yeah, so you're very talented. Not only can you sing so beautifully, you can also write. When it comes to writing, is there somewhere you go? Is it just sort of something that comes to you? How does your writing process work?
So some songs I write by myself, and other songs I write with my girlfriend because I try to explore. I think when I write myself, I get really dark and poetic, and that's good. But then there's this commercial marketing side that has to happen.
Yes.
So I had to kind of step out and start working with my friend. So we go to a few coffee shops in and around Toronto, and we do our thing on a bi-weekly kind of basis, and come up with ideas. And sometimes it's just me saying, I had a crappy week, I have a song idea, this is what happened. And sometimes it's like, oh, okay, what can we write next, So we just never know what's going to happen.
You know, the dark Rebecca, we want to see that. I think people would like to see that, and they can, I'm sure, relate to it, what's your experiences. And Shadow of a Saint? What was that?
That's over. That's over.
Maybe you should, and people will be able to relate to it, So would you consider to release that?
Possibly down the road when I'm a little more comfortable, sure.
But when you came out with Indian Boy, which was obviously much more of a dance track, did people perceive you differently? And did you have notice that difference where people were like, wow, you can really do this whole dance thing? How was that?
I hesitated in the beginning. I wanted to stay very acoustic, and I never explored the full acoustic part. So I kind of got off track because I think I really was craving larger venues, I was craving really performing, and I knew it was in me. I like the whole Janet Jackson, Madonna. I was obsessed with that, growing up. So I'm like, and it's in me, so let me give it a shot. And I did Indian Boy on guitar, and I got my producer to listen to it, and he thought it was wicked, and he's like, all right, let's put a beat, let's see what happens, and that's kind of how it built into a pop song.
We're big fans of Apache Indian.
Okay.
I remember you were like this little, How was that experience working with him?
I think it's a dream come true, really, because initially when I brought it up to people, they kind of laughed at me and were like, good luck with that, So a few months into it, it actually started to happen, and it was kind of like shocked, and I didn't know it was going to happen. So once we finished the recording and everything, great. Like he's a very a big mentor, I guess, in the industry, has a lot of experience, so really kind of gives you the advice you need to kind of do your work. So yeah, we're gonna take it worldwide. Toronto knows about it from Daisy Fest, which is good, and it's the video kind of staggered, delayed a bit in getting into its final product. But
in April, it's coming. Coming out.
Yeah, it will be.
Have you guys started shooting?
We completed the shoot, and it's in editing phase now. So we have a trailer releasing. Actually, this Sunday you probably will see the trailer on my YouTube and Facebook and stuff.
Oh, very exciting.
Yeah. So very soon, I hope the best for it, and you just never know what's going to happen. It's all about the fans and the people that are listening, and if they like it, it goes places, and if they don't, it's a song.
Well, you've been so successful that I'm sure that won't be a question.
Thank you.
Any other big stars you want to work with? Jay Sean, possible collaboration?
I think I have these big stars I do want to work with, like people like Jay Sean, sure, Akon, Kanon, people like these. But I think that being realistic, I have to get realistic sometimes, and these might be things that happen down the road. So never say never, but it's important to also hone my own skills as an artist, because I look at other female artists I look up to, and I notice that features are great, and it's a great way to get out there, but there's still a lot of growth that I want to do. So.
Well said. See how wonderful she is?
I want to know, who has been your inspiration when you were growing up as the other artists? You mentioned Janet Jackson and Madonna. Anyone else?
Well, commercially, pop stuff, them for sure, but then on this acoustic side, I love people like India Arie, Lauryn Hill, I love Sade, I love Bjork. There's a South Indian singer named Shashila Raman who's been really inspirational for me. So yeah, there's definitely this whole acoustic side and pop side that I've catered to different artists. And then developing your own style is what it's about, and creating a niche for yourself in the market. So yeah, well,
a lot of singers actually could just cross paths and go into acting. Is that something you've considered? See all these singers that are now actors. Is that something possible?
I'll be honest. I tried my hand at theater and acting in school, and I think what I enjoy is acting in my videos and doing that. The Indian Boy video, I didn't so much play the character. I played the singer role and let someone act it out. But in future videos, probably do more of that. And stepping into acting, if it happens, great. Acting is one of those things, like directors can be like, okay, cut again, and again, and you could just go on all day. So as an artist, I think music is the focus. If it happens, sure, I could do it, but not a forte for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this. You're also the ambassador for Ethan Felix Foundation. Tell us what that is.
That is actually an organization started by a friend of mine from school back in India, and his son actually passed away when he was 8 years old, and that's Ethan, who is his son, and they were unknown conditions why. So he was inspired to kind of start a fund for kids to be able to send them through school in India, in our school, and we've got a lot of kids that cannot afford the fees and stuff there, so just typical high school, elementary school. So he kind of started this and then approached me to be an ambassador, and I thought it was a great cause. So we kind of fund the fees for kids to go to school and then get work placements in India so they can get a career going. And
that's wonderful.
That's really inspiring.
Yeah,
now, quick question for you. You've had such a wonderful track record. You've been so successful. But what are you working on now? What are we going to see from you soon, next year?
Thank you. I think this year, well, you know about the Indian Boy video coming out in April. Aside from that, I do have a little project that is separate from my ongoing material. So it's a national song that you'll hear about. It's for Canada, and it's coming out in May. So I can't get into too much detail about it yet.
Can you tell us the name?
Oh, just for Canada, I like that.
Just that, Canada A.
Canada
A. Why the A?
I don't know. I am trying to figure that out before I launch it. I will give you an answer.
Is it because of the Canadian stereotype?
A little bit inspiration from there. And
what kind of style are we going to hear? Is it going to be a jazz or dance number?
More information in May. You can check,
You're
Facebook.
being so secretive, Rebecca. This is not fair.
I think this is a perfect target audience for the whole Canada. I mean,
pretty much. It's been a dream of mine. It's been like 2 years or 3 years that I've been wanting to do this, and it never came to me. Sometimes lyrics just have to come to you. The time has to be right, and it kind of all came to me this past summer. So I kind of got working on it. So you'll hear a lot about it in May, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Now, we've been chatting away.
A lot.
Yeah. We're not even thinking about time, so we do have to run. But if someone were to contact you, how can they get in touch with you,
How can
Rebecca?
they keep in touch? Yes.
Sure. So Facebook.com, Rebecca Naz, REBCCANAZZ. And of course, I've got YouTube, Twitter, all those lovely things. So just link me up, follow. I am always interacting with you, and I would love to see you there.
All right, Rebecca, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
It has been an honor, and you're wonderful. I hope that you do really, really well. The best of luck with Indian Boy.
Indian Boy and Canada A.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Canada A. Jate Jate, I hope you've brought in your guitar, right? You promised us, so you have. And you're going to be playing something for us. What are you going to be playing for us?
I'll just give you a little sample of Indian Boy. The track is out,
wonderful.
but I'll do it acoustically for you.
Oh, great.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Rebecca. And you just have to come back when Indian Boy releases.
For sure.
याद रखिए कि आप हमें भी कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. नंबर है 416-703-2182.
हमारा ईमेल है info@tv1canada.com.
हमारी एक खूबसूरत सी वेबसाइट भी है जिसमें हम हर हफ्ते नए चेंजेस बनाते हैं. It's www.tv1canada.com.
And like everybody else, we're also on Facebook, www.facebook.com/MastOne
शो को मत भूलिएगा, otherwise you won't be able to find us. इस हफ्ते के लिए इतना ही. इंशाल्लाह अगले हफ्ते मुलाकात होती है. मैं हूँ आपकी होस्ट लीना लताफत.
और मैं हूँ आपका दोस्त जुनैद बख्तावर.
अल्लाह हाफिज. अपना ख्याल रखिएगा.
Every time you walk in the room, I'm mesmerized. Every girl is looking at you, but I keep smiling, 'cause I know you're all mine. I ain't got no reason to lose my smile. You can stick around, 'cause you haven't given me all you've got. I trust you. Can you keep me by your side? Keep me by your side. You keep me coming back for more, giving all you've got. You've got that loving touch. Don't ask for much, don't ask for much. I met an Indian boy, liking that Indian boy. He's got a hold on me, he's so lovely. I met an Indian boy, liking that Indian boy. He's got a hold on me, he's so lovely. Take me away, show me your fantasies, show me your fantasies. I wanna be all that you would need. I met an Indian boy, liking that Indian boy. He's got a hold on me. You know he's so lovely.